Schumann resonance. Nightly overview, 12:30-25. The overall field today stayed active but organized, not chaotic. What stands out most is persistent mid-level energy with intermittent vertical spikes, rather than sustained overloads or full-spectrum blasts. Spectrogram observations. The primary Schumann bands remained clearly visible and well-defined throughout the day. The fundamental around 7.8 Hz stayed intact, with harmonics holding steady above it. There were several narrow vertical lines earlier in the cycle, indicating brief impulse events, rather than prolonged storms. These are more like taps on the system than waves crashing through it. No prolonged blackout zones, no compression collapse. That tells us the Earth field stayed coherent and breathable. Amplitude rose and fell rhythmically, peaking briefly but never running away. The current power reading around 2.84 supports this. Enough energy to stimulate, not enough to overwhelm. This is the kind of amplitude pattern that can feel mentally alert but physically grounding. Current frequency at 7.63 Hz, shows a slight dip below the ideal 7.83 baseline. This usually correlates with a slower nervous system tone, more introspective, quieter thinking, and a pull toward rest, reflection, or emotional processing rather than outward action. This is not low in a negative sense. It's restorative. Q factor near 6.86 suggests the signal quality is moderate and stable. Energy is present but not sharply focused. Think wide lens instead of laser beam. This favors integration, memory consolidation, and emotional digestion. Electromagnetic background noise remained elevated but smooth, with layered bands rather than jagged interference. This often coincides with subtle fatigue, vivid dreams, or that wired but tired feeling late in the evening. In how this may feel tonight. Mental quiet mixed with emotional sensitivity. Body wanting stillness more than stimulation. Easier access to memories, insights, or realizations. Sleep that goes deep once it starts. Even if it takes a moment to wind down. This is not a night for forcing answers or pushing outcomes. The field is doing maintenance work, not construction. Bottom line, nothing extreme. Nothing alarming. This is a calibration night, not a surge night. The Earth field is steady, responsive, and gently rebalancing after recent activity. If today felt a little heavy or contemplative, that matches the data perfectly. Best use of the energy tonight.